Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin and welcome to my channel. Welcome to episode number 61. If you are my returning viewer, welcome, and if you are my new subscriber and new viewer, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been about 3 weeks since I recorded last, and the last video was all about, what was it all about? Oh, I think it was a whip parade. So I have established I have got 31 whips and I decided to give up on 2, and and the rest of them I would want to tackle this year, especially the old one. So I'm on the way there. I had really productive January. I have done loads of stitching, my personal stitching, my work stitching. I think this month I have finally found a balance between stitching only my own designs and kind of working on my personal project. And this brought me a lot of joy. Sometimes when I only stitch my own models, I kind of feel overwhelmed and I'm not always happy because I really would love to stitch, the designs of people I love and admire so much. But sometimes this is, it's difficult to do so. So I feel like this month I really was able to do both. So as a result, I have got quite a few things to show you. So I'm going to start off showing you my new releases. So at the beginning of January, I have released 2 designs. First one, it is a monarch butterfly, and it is stitched on 32 count Lugana in a shade of azure and it is stitched with the DMC colors only, and it is stitched by a lovely Charlie. So this is the first new release. Second release, it is Oliver, the owl Quaker. This model has been stitched by Charlie as well, but this time is called for Tom and Lily Creations Flosses, and of course full DMC conversion is provided like for all of my charts. And this model has been stitched on 32 count buttermilk by Fabric Flare. Absolutely love this. So those 2 charts are available. Those 2 designs are available in my Etsy store, and also if you are in the US or Canada, you can ask your favorite knitting workshops to order their charts through Hoffman Distributing Company, because they are available on the US and Canadian market as well. So now, other stitching. So as I've mentioned, on my whip parade video, I wanted to work on some of my whips, and I also was kind of debating if I should give up on one of the whip, which is from the year 2021. So it's like 3 years in the making. I haven't done much progress on it, and I wasn't really sure what I want to do with it. Do I want to continue, or maybe I should just, discard it because, it's not going anywhere. So many of you has actually advised me to kind of do this trend. It's been quite popular. I've heard it over, multiple, Flosstube video. People are doing thread a day. And I watched Sarah from Sew Me Sarah. She did that with one of the model for embroidery project. And I think it was something comfort, a true comfort, and she did thread a day, and by the end of the year she actually was able to complete the project. Oh no, actually that was for one of those massive stitch along from I think 2021. So this is the one she managed to do, just doing thread a day. There were other people who suggested exactly the same things, or they were saying, stitch on the project for like 5 or 10 minutes a day. So I decided to actually give it a go. So I've did a thread a day. So basically this is the length of my thread. So I like them because it is 18 count Ada, I'm stitching with 1 strand. So this is basically the length of my thread. So I'm pulling 1 strand, and you know, the distance, whatever I'm able to do with this distance, that's how much I have got on my project. So I have been doing thread a day for 2 weeks, and I have got a page finish. So this is 1 page. So I finished the page with, like, you know, tiny missing pieces over here, but actually this is really helpful. So I'm stitching this with DMC 115, which is variegated from very bright red to kind of burgundy brown. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not particularly you know, fussy about making sure that the shading is exactly the same. So what I mean by it, as you can tell, like, this variegation is quite nice and smooth, but I have got area when I finish the thread on the darkened end, and then I started from the lightest one. I know that there are people who really like to have this kind of more cohesive and like a more smoother transition. I kind of go whatever, you know, whatever thread I pull, I just continue. And because I like to jump around my project and I start in a variety of places, this kind of looks cohesive to me, you know. If I would probably maybe go into one direction, then that would be more visible. But since I kind of go around my project, the variety of thread shades is not that noticeable. But I will continue doing thread a day until this project is done. Of course, I only did thread a day for 2 weeks, because then I was focusing more on stitching models for my new releases in February. But I will be back to it from today, because all the models have been stitched, so I can focus more on this whip. So this is the first whip I've worked on. Now the second whip I've worked on, it is I've started this. Let's have a look on my journal, because my journal is up to date now. I started this in November, because that was Mystery Stitch Along by Meloca Designs, and this is Stitch Along for the Hedgehog Mandala. And I downloaded all the parts. So when I showed you this project on my last video, I had only, like, you know, the beginning of kind of hedgehog, so like the first needles. Now I did 3 parts. I'm on a 3rd part now, and I also find the media minder. So I am using all the materials included in the kit, and 14 count Ada. So this is how much I've stitched. I really would love to finish this stitch along before the end of February, because from the 26th of February, I think the one of the last days of February, there is a new mystery stitch along starting from Meloca Designs, and I've already purchased the kit. So the first part will be released, I think, at the end of February. So I want this project to be done before I start stitching the new mystery project. Absolutely, I love this. It is it's not as, you know, it is very enjoyable. However, because there is a variety of colors, and you need to change them, you know, multiple times, and they are like, you know, a little bit here, a little bit here. This is quite time consuming. So because of the color changes, this project is not going as quickly as I would like to. But I absolutely love this. So those were my 2 whips I have worked on. Now I've also was able to finish one of my old whip, which I carried on from last year, and it was my birthday start. So this is Mandala by Meloca Designs, Again, I purchased this as a kit with fabric and threads. So I used everything what was available in the box. I'm sorry for the light. The sun is really beaming today. So B is finished. I absolutely love this design. This was just a dream stitch, because although there is quite lots of color changes, I just kind of felt like it really flow, like it was just perfection. So I really enjoy stitching this design, and I look forward to, you know, stitch more of those Meloca designs to, you know, which I have got in my stash. If you have been here for a while, you know I absolutely love Megan's design. I used to last year I have been doing video content for them on the YouTube channel, like the video tutorial finishing kind of ideas. And as I started, you know, designing my own stuff, then I kind of like in time, so I stopped, but I've never stopped loving their design. So I absolutely look forward to, you know, increase my Meloca design wall in my house. Okay, so that was the first finish. Then I have finished 2 of the birthday stitches. This month, January, it's a month of birthday for quite a few of my close friends. So I stitched a little pillow for Charlie for her birthday, and a little pillow for Sarah for her birthday. Both designs, I mean, they are the same design, but they are in a different colorways. They are exclusive kind of chart, which I always include into you know, any Etsy purchases, like for the physical copies. So I stitched this one, and I will include a picture for both because I don't have them with me. So the red one is for Charlie, red pink, and then the green one is for Sarah. So there were 2 of my finishes. Then B was my third finish, and then I have been doing model stitching for my Patreon for this month's content. So I have finished the Valentine Duo, which is a pillow with a little scissor fob. So I stitched this on 32 count linen hot pink by Tom and Lily Creations. It was one of the exclusive color. Absolutely love it. I'm not sure if it's called hot pink, but I'm calling this hot pink. It's really bright, beautiful pink. Yeah, from here it's the perfect color. And I stitched this with a DMC 115, and the matching scissor fob is with the same fabric and the same thread. I've also stitched Biscornu for the very first time, and it was the Patreon exclusive as well, and I did instructional kind of tutorial, so with images, which is included with a chart, which was included in the chart. So this is my first Biscornu, and I absolutely love it. It's on the same fabric, 32 count, hot pink by Tom and Lily Creations with DMC 115. I really love it. So that's more finishes. Let me just tick them off my list, which I showed you. So I showed you the 2 gifts, the bee, I showed you the heart pin cushion. I cannot show you the models for the February releases yet. I'm gonna do this just right before everything will be revealed, but I can show you another model which I stitched for the exclusive stitch along, which I've offered to my Patreons this year. It is a yearly stitch along, and it comes in 2 parts. So one, it is a sampler, and then another version of the same sampler is as an individual block. So I stitch both versions ahead of time before I release to my members. So I stitched them both. I will include a picture over here because I didn't bring the bag with me. So the sampler is stitched on 18 count Ada with 2 hand dye flosses by the Stitchy Ferret, and one is called Nebula, and the other one Oceanic, I think something like that. And then the individual block, it is stitched on 32 count fiber on the whim with variety of overdyes, and that's how the whole kind of stitch along is going to be look like. So the first part is available until 14th of February, and then on every month of 14 I'm releasing another part. So if you are interested, then please join my Patreon and stitch along with us. So that's another 2 things I have stitched. And the last finished I had for this month, it is actually it is unexpected start and unexpected finish. As I've mentioned, Charlie had a birthday this month on 14. So she very kindly gifted me a chart from Love Poppets for the Wren and Snowdrops. So we've started this together with Kim and Sarah, which is the cross stitch Sarah on Instagram. 4 of us. We've started this design, you know, as a stitch along for Charlie's birthday, and I finished my one almost. No, not almost. I actually finished my one on the same evening. So it was also the marathon stitching organized by Jen Lee, from the, oh my god, what's the channel? It's Quakes and Stitches, something like that. You know, she's very well known. So I started this project at 8 o'clock in the evening, and I finished it about 1 o'clock at night. And my one is a little bit different than other 3 ladies. It's only because I've made counting mistake, and I couldn't figure this out for a very long time. I even taken a picture and I sent it to Kim, and I said, I made a mistake. I don't know where it is, but the branch, which is between the snow and a bird, it doesn't fit. And I just don't know, like every time I counted, everything seems to be in place, but there was no space for the branch. So I just decided to make it work, and I'm just going to close the blind a little bit more. So I decided to just, you know, just put it somewhere there. And I think it works. It's really, really beautiful. I am using some of the called for colors, and some of them I had to substitute because I haven't had them in stock. So yeah, absolutely love this design. So this was my last finish for this month. So definitely really, really well accomplished, you know, a month when it comes to finishes. I also started a variety of projects because my new kind of system of stitching is Monday to Friday. It's anything which is work related. So I stitch on models. So obviously now, you know, I'm kind of aiming to release new charts. So I have got more models to stitch. However, you know, in the next coming months, I can be a little bit more flexible with my own models, because I'm not really aiming for any events or anything like that. So I will kind of organically release projects when I feel like. So Monday to Friday I'm stitching on my own stuff, and then on the weekend I'm free to do whatever I want to do. So on weekends this month I have actually started multiple projects, and I've started okay, they're quite, you know, they're not gonna be in order because that's not really important. I started another project for Charlie's birthday, and this is Stitch Along She've organized, and this is birthday stitching with OFE, which is Owl Forest Embroidery. So we had a few years ago I gifted one of the Owl Forest embroidery kits when they were like widely available. I gifted to Charlie, and for all these years she actually has never broke the seal, you know, to dive into a box. So finally this year she has done it, and I decided to celebrate, you know, the sale with her, and I have opened another of my you know, own stash designs from Our Forest Embroidery, and I wanted to stitch the Swamp Witch. So I am using everything what is included in the kit, which is the fabric and the flosses, and this is how much I have done in one sitting. So let me just, so I have done the witch's face, and now just kind of working their way around to make her the dress, and those little what I'd call those plants which grows like by the ponds, you know, like on a very long stem. Oh gosh, what is it called? I have it at this one. Gosh, I have it at the end of my tongue, and it just, oh, I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, this is how much I've stitched. The kit also comes with a matching needle minder, which this one has got the dragonfly. Really, really beautiful. Absolutely love those kits. So this is first of my new start. Yeah, the hashtag is B-Day starts with OFE. Now, I also joined Julie, which is Julie in Stitches. It is her birthday month as well, so she has organized really, really fun stitch along. It is, hashtag is CC with Julie. So basically she suggested to work on a project of from particular culture and choose the design which is designed by a person coming, or you know, from this culture. So for her, she stitches my Polish design, which is the Tree of Life. Julie, it is of Polish heritage as well, so I think the design, it is kind of close to her heart. I decided to stitch design by Lina Thorpe. She is Palestinian American. She lives in New York City. So I decided to stitch Palestinian Tetris, and I purchased the chart from Lina from her Etsy store, and I am stitching my one. I don't have a cover picture, I will include it over here, but it is called Lina's Wall Hanging. Yeah, Lina's Wall Hanging. And I am stitching my one with my Polish embroidery floss, which is called Korzonek, and it is very similar to DMC Pearl 3. Maybe it's a little bit thicker. So I am using those colors, and on the mystery fabric, which until now I cannot figure out what it is. I did post about that on my Instagram, and quite few people suggested different fabrics, and I think someone has mentioned Panama, which I researched it, and it is not Panama. It's a little bit different. What's the tie, like different weave fabric. Someone has named quite few variety of fabric, something from the Greek fabric as well. I'm not sure so what it is, but it is perfect for this kind of thickness of the thread I'm using, and I am doing most of the half stitches. Only certain area, gosh, I have to close this plate more. Only certain area I am stitching with full crosses. So for example, the elements in the middle I am stitching with full crosses, and then everything else is half stitches. Absolutely, I love this. This is fantastic. I look forward to continue working on this, and I absolutely love this fabric because it's really soft. Although I'm using a hoop when I stitch, it has got massive openings, like there is a big gaps in between. It's like Ada, but it's not Ada. It's really, really gorgeous fabric. And I've also searched all of my projects, so all my whips and all my new starts, everything is been lovely searched, so it is neat, and there is no way I'm going to have a mess in my project bags. So this is the first start. Now the second start, again, it is a freebie. It is from the Instagram page called Tetris Traditions, and they have got like a library of free designs. So I decided to stitch one of those little red samplers which they had available, and I am stitching my one again with a variety of DMC pearl number 3. So that's the 3 colors I'm using, and that's how much I have done. Again, I am stitching this, no, this one are full closes. Absolutely love this. I'm stitching this on the same fabric because that's how much I have got left. So I will dedicate this fabric for all of the little free designs from the Tetris Traditions. They have got variety of little samplers, and I absolutely love them. Okay, this fabric frays a lot, but since I've serged the edges, I don't have to worry anymore. Okay, so this one, let me thick this. Okay, so I've showed you the Linas, showed you the swamp witch. Okay, my next start is Tetris. I am absolutely obsessed with Tetris since, you know, taking part in a, you know, Tetris 1-on-1 and kind of, you know, getting into read more about Tetris and, you know, following more Tetris artists and teachers. I absolutely am obsessed with it. So I downloaded a free chart from the Instagram page called Tetris Initiative. They have designed a pattern with 330 motifs, Palestinian motifs, into they incorporated that into a circular design. So I decided then I would love to do temperature Tetris sampler. So every day at 12 o'clock noon, I am taking a, you know, temperature reading. I made myself kind of, you know, the scale, you know, with corresponding colors, and every day I am choosing the color based on the temperature of the day. So today is the 26th of January, so I have got 26 motif finished, and so all of the purples suggest temperature 5 and below. The darker purple are everything below 0. So we had quite few frosty one this month. Then the green one is everything below 10, and then blues are between 5 and 10. So again, the darker blue is from you know, 5 to 7, and then all of the lighter are from 8 to 10. So it is kind of, you know, that this is kind of my colorway. So I have got 2 shades of each of the color. So 2 blues, 2 greens, 2 oranges, 2 purples, 2 reds, and 2 yellows. So all the, you know, hot temperature is in a darker color, darker shade, and everything which is cooler is in the, no, other way around. So everything what is cooler is in a lighter shade, and everything what is warmer is in the darker shade. So I will continue working on this. Oh, someone is coming in. I'm gonna continue working this until the end of the year. Like I've mentioned, it's 330 motifs plus the border. Border will be the last thing I will do as a kind of 331st motif. But I absolutely love it, and as you can see, the motifs are really, really tiny, so it's manageable to do just one tiny motif a day. Okay, what else have I started? Right, I've also started, I really want to be better prepared this year. If you've been here for long, you know I have been working last year for my daughter's birthday stitch, which was the fantastic feline, which was one of my oldest WIP from 2021. So it took me 2 years to finish it, and only because I don't know, I just get overwhelmed with the scale of this project. So last year I finished the bloody felines, and this year I would love to come back to the series I've started for her, you know, in 2020, the series from Donna Stitch. Let me show you the cover. Gosh, where's the cover? Now, what is it? Oh, it's here. Sorry for that. Okay, so this is Cinderella. I'm stitching for my daughter. So in the previous years, I stitched Ariel, I've stitched Rapunzel, I've stitched Brave. So I have got those 3 princesses on the wall already. Cinderella will be 4th one. I am stitching this as as the other on 14 count Ada with all called for DMC 2/2, and this is my start. I only work on this one evening, so now I'm a little bit more flexible with stitching because my models are done. Really love this. Needleminder is from Cotton and Clay, and that was the kind of needleminder of the month for the month of December. I think I have missed on the January. I don't remember what was January, but she showed her Valentine needleminders, and they are so cute. So this was my final start. Now today is Friday. I have got a few more things to do here in the office regarding my models and and work, but after that in the evening I would love to start another project, and that will be my yearly kind of stitch along, but my yearly project. And basically I've been wanting to start this for so long. This is 3 chart from Brooks Books Advent Animal Collection. So 25 designs. I print them all, and I will be using my own DMC colors from Stash, and I want to have them as a one piece on 36 count linen by Fabric Flair, and this is called Icy Topaz. So it's much brighter. Oh, actually when I fold it, yeah, that's the color. Absolutely love this linen, and I would love to have them, as I've said, as a one piece, 25 motifs, so maybe 24, and at 25 I will do like a separate, so I could have 4 by 6, which gives me 24, and then 1 extra pillow. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So tonight I would love to do border for maybe at least 1 row. And then also I will be changing one thing. I don't know if you can see on the photograph, but she has designed the border as a back stitch. I will be doing crosses. I just prefer crosses than back stitch. I absolutely love this. So this will be my start tonight. It will be my last start for the month of January. So I feel like I had a really good stitchy month. Now, my lovely friends, I would like to share with you some purchases I have done, because I've done a little bit, not very much, but a bit. Right, so first of all, my thread club arrived from Lakeside. I think it's Lakeside. So I am in a club for Overdyes, the Weeks Dye Works, samplers, I think it's called. So the flosses for this month arrived. I don't know if you want to see them. carnation. Oh, no, you won't be able to see it because the light is really beaming. Then what else? That cantaloupe. Oh, this is funky. Calypso. Camellia. Lovely pink. This is caper. And then capri. And then cappuccino. So this is all Weeks Dye Works. And Cape Cod. Cattail, I think. And Celebration. This is really funky. Caramel. I think, I'm not sure, maybe, hopefully it's not too quick. Caribbean. Lovely turquoise. Carrot. And Celadon, Celadon, I don't know. So this is Weeks. Now this is Classical Works. I'm in a thread club as well. This is very helpful when I design. I have got like variety of over dyes, so it's really much easier to do the kind of colors conversions when you have got you know, colors in stash. So this is Blue Moon. This is Brown Hen. Brandied Pears, I already had that. I used just quite a lot. Bramble Bush. Blushing Beauty, very beautiful pink. Blueberry Tart. Then Blue Corn. Boysenberry Jam. Boysenberry. Bunny Honey. And the Brown Sugar. Really, really beautiful color. So this arrived. I've also placed order with Melanie, the Tom and Lily Creations. I needed Amandier, I think that's how it's called. She always puts everything so nicely. So the Amandier arrived as well, and this is this kind of white. Oh, she put something extra. She always does it. I like when she does like these little samples. So I have got Amandier 3 skeins, which is like kind of off-white, and then really, really bright yellow sample. There's no name on it, but they're very, very cute. Love that. Okay, I bought some more threads because, you know, like I have mentioned, I am a little bit obsessed with Tetris, and I really want to, you know, stay as close to traditional way of stitching as I can. So I have ordered variety of the DMC Pearl number 3 and 5. Is this 5? Let me check. Yeah, so number 3 and 5. So I have got quite a lot. I will be using them for all of the kind of free stuff from both of those websites which I've mentioned. I will also include all of the information down below in a description box. So if you are interested, you can go and check for yourself. Okay, threads finished. Now charts. I have been shopping in 123 Stitch, and I purchased Prairie Santas. So I have completed my collection. Those Santas were missing from my stash. So I have got Santa from 2021, Santa from 2022, and Santa from 2023. So this arrived, and of course, since I paid for postage, I added extra pretty schoolers, and this is Happy Christmas. I've always liked this chart. I've seen so many people stitching it. It's really, really pretty. And then Evergreen again by Prairie Schoolers. This is really, really gorgeous. Love that. So this is 1, 2, 3 stitch. And then of course I have been shopping at Meloca Designs website because, as I've mentioned, I sign up for the upcoming stitch along starting in February, and I sign up for the kit with exclusive mystery needle minder. So she will be, I think message said she will be shipping everything within the first 2 weeks of February. So I am very excited, but I know myself, I will be opening the needle minder, so I will know from the day one what I'm stitching, because I don't like mystery. I don't know how you're coping with the mystery stitch along, but I always get to, like, if I don't know what is going to be and I don't have a way to find out, I'm okay with it. But if I have been a given, you know, design, but it's only matter for me not to open the envelope and have a look, or, you know, get a sneak peek, I can't stop myself. So I know I will be picking. So anyway, after I sign up for the stitch along, I've also purchased Meloca Designs kits, because you know how much I love them. So I bought the, what's it called? Badger. It was also released in the Cross Stitcher magazine, I think 6 months ago. But I don't like the magazine releases because I cannot read the keys. So I prefer the chart because they are printed on a very large scale, and also they come with the fabric and the threads. So that's the one kit. And then of course I couldn't stop myself, and I purchased the new Meloca Bear, which is gorgeous. She released it in December, I think, so it's like the latest one. I love it. And then I purchased matching needle minder with it, because you know how much I love needle minders from Meloca Designs. And this is the needle minder. Let me just shade it. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I have got a little surprise for you, present for you. Megan very kindly has created a special link. So if you go and shop in her store through the link, this will give you a 15% discount on any items in her shop, either kits or PDFs. And the code also, which kind of, you know, work with the link, it is YAS15. So the link I will include in the description box. If you would like to use it, make sure you use the code YAS15 to be eligible for 15% discount on her website. Additionally, I also added the link and the code into my Instagram link tree, so it's a direct link if you would like to go and purchase. And this link also tells Megan the new came from me, so it just kind of let them know that you are been referred by me. So that's it. That's it what I have got for today. So like I've mentioned, I will continue doing a little bit more work in the office, and then I will be starting Brooke's books. I have been watching lots of Flosstube at the very beginning of the month, so I've watched my usuals. Welcome back, Rosy. You know, she has not been recording for quite a few months, so I'm glad that she made this commitment again and come back every month this year. Welcome, Rachel, as well. Stagey Rage, really loved her video recently. I love the marathon stitching with Lindsay, the Wolfie stitcher. I watched Stitching by the Shore by Laura. She is really wonderful. I love her Fridays videos. I watched variety of YouTubers on the beginning of the month. Then I stopped because I've started rewatching Grimm again. So I'm on a season 4, so I will be stitching advent calendar and watching Grimm tonight, and yeah, and just, you know, just having a chill weekend. I will see you again in February, um, you know, for some more updates and some, you know, more show and tell. I will also have a new releases, so I will be able to show you them all. But for now, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Have a lovely month of stitching, and I will see you again. Take care.